What's going on, YouTube? I am Jared Brown. I am the owner and instructor at Learn Sax Now, a company specializing in private instruction for saxophone players, usually young saxophone players. So I'm here with some more tips, a continuation from a lesson that I taught a couple weeks ago, B-flat concert scale. Most of the students that I teach will refer to the scale as the B-flat concert scale, and that's okay. In a band setting, most band directors will say B-flat concert as opposed to saying G for saxophone players. But I do like to encourage my saxophone players to, especially when talking to me, to refer to their notes by the name, the major scales. So B-flat, I want you to know B-flat concert, but I also want you to know G major. So the G major scale, we went over it last week, went over the first 5 notes. So those are the first 5 notes, and those notes are G, that's the name of the scale, A, B, C, and D. Today, we're going to finish that scale up with the last 3 notes of the scale, which are, now we have our finger on our octave key, and we're going to be playing E, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and octave key, E, F sharp, 1, 2, 3, middle finger, and octave key, and we're going to be playing the high G, which is the regular G, 1, 2, 3, with the octave key. So we're just going to finish it off, just 3 extra notes, only 3 extra notes, and you have learned the entire scale. That's a big accomplishment. You've learned the entire scale by just adding those 3 notes. So you watch the first video, watch this video, you will know the entire scale. So watch this. I'll play it. So I play the scale up to G and up to high G and back down to low G. That is the B-flat concert scale, also known as the G major scale for saxophone players. So saxophone players, you have to know when your band director says B-flat, that you play G. You got to know that. Got to memorize that just like you know your name. So again, most important thing, most of the common mistake here is instead of playing F sharp, which is our middle finger right here, a lot of kids will go to F natural. So we don't want to go here to F natural. We want to go here, our middle finger, and play F sharp. Always keeping these 3 fingers pressed down. So we're going to go G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, middle finger, and G. And it's best if you're reading this. It's best if you're reading this, and then you're just going to go backwards. Start on G, F sharp, E, D, C is the middle finger in the left hand, B, drop, drop, and then that's it. That is our G major scale. So let's talk a little bit about technique. Let's talk a little bit about technique. How can we make this sound good? How can we build our confidence? How can we make sure that we're doing it right every single time? So another issue, another problem I run into with the younger students is the fingers are all over the place. So parents, if you're watching this video and you see the child's fingers all over the place, we want to have the fingers always near the instrument. So we play G major, boom, 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 boom. Notice my fingers are always right here. So I don't do, my fingers are not all over the place. And what that does is make sure that it's easy for you to get to the next note. A lot of times your brain, young child's brain is all over the place. They're thinking, they're reading, they're wondering if they're playing it right. It's a lot going on in their brain. But the best thing to do for the physical aspect of the horn is keep those fingers close. So again. We don't want to do this. Because then it's hard to get back, and then you probably miss some notes, and that's not a good thing. So we want to keep everybody confident, we want to keep everybody happy, and that's a good way to do it. So what did we learn today? The last three notes of the B-flat concert scale going up: E, F sharp, and G. E, F sharp. That's the only sharp in the scale. E, F sharp, and G. And we also learned that we must keep our fingers close. We don't want to have the silly fingers. We don't want to have the silly fingers. Keep the fingers close at all times. And that's really it. That's the key to the B-flat concert scale. So if you have not watched the first video for the 5 notes of the B-flat concert scale, watch that right now. Then come back and watch this video. Add these 3 notes, E, F sharp, and G, and then you're a pro. You got it. So once again, I'm Jared Brown. Learn sax now. Thank you so much for watching. Keep practicing. Keep working hard. Subscribe, 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 and have a great day. Thanks, guys.